Hello, and thank you for joining us for this lesson on Workbooks CRM. Make sure you check out our free live training webinar class schedule at www.lucidswitch.com/webinar. Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook for updates on workbooks, CRM best practices, and new video tutorials.
Hello and welcome to the Lucid Switch Workbooks CRM video training tutorial series. Right now we're going to continue the custom field creation tutorial, so we're going to get right into it. First thing I'm going to do is click on New Custom Field, and we're going to create a multi-line text field. So I'm going to go over to my spreadsheet, and I'm going to pick my value there, my label, and I'm going to put it into the field label. I'm going to go to multi-line text. That's going to create a field that's similar to this. It gives you the ability to put in a much larger textual information than just a regular text field. I'm going to go ahead and save and close, and I'm going to pull up my next value, and it's going to be a multi-select field. So I'm going to click New Custom Field here, and I'm going to paste that value into my field label. I'm going to go to multi-select here, and now I've got to pick a selection, which is basically a pick list that we've created earlier. And so there's going to be another one. I label my Picklist CF for custom fields so I can find them easy, and this is application proficiency, so I'm just going to pick that. I can pick a default value now, so this could be one of or many of the items because it's a multi-select field, but I'm not going to pick any. And then of course we've got our advanced options. I'm going to hit save and close. I'm going to go to my next value in my spreadsheet, and then I can pick the data type, and this one is going to be a percentage. So here I've chosen to create a weekends available, so maybe there's a certain people that are, they want to know, okay, are you available 20% of the weekends or something like that. So we're just going to create that field. The next one is going to be a phone number, so I'm going to create a new custom field, and I'm going to go into my list here. I'm going to pick phone number. I'm going to type in supervisor mobile. So this is going to be, again, for that dynamically linked item that I was talking about earlier. We don't need to put in a default value. We don't need to change the maximum characters, and we don't need to put anything else from the advanced options. So here we're going to click save and close. And the next field that we're going to do is going to be a regular pick list, so it's not multi-select. And so this one is going to be gender. So we want to know if it's a male or a female, and I'm going to go down to pick list, and I'm going to pick from my pick lists again, and that's going to be CF gender. And I can pick a default value, and I can just pick save and close. Now I'm going to create a rich text field. So the difference between a multi-line text field and a rich text field is that I can actually put in, different, it's like a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. So basically you can create, you can format the text however you want it. You can use bold, italics, change the size of the font and stuff like that, which could be good if you want to put certain information into email templates and stuff like that. So basically what you're going to see is these are the different items that you can choose from when picking, how to format your text in there. And then you can also create a minimum height and a default height, so that this can change the size of that box depending on how you want it to be. So just for the heck of it, we're going to make this one 500, and we'll make the default 550. So that's going to make it a little bigger, and we'll see why later, because it's going to be for a resume. The next one is going to be a time field, so we're going to do a shift start time. Oops, I guess it's got to be between 500 and, so I'll make it 450, and I never really make it that big, so I actually never tried that before. So we're just going to make it 450 and 475, and that's just something to note. Like if Workbooks doesn't like something that you're doing, it'll actually change it to red and it won't let you save it. So you can't. It's very difficult to mess something up, because it'll always let you know where your mistake was if there is something that you can't do. The next custom field is going to be time. So. And as a business analyst, we're really good at covering up something that we haven't tried before. So you caught me. Shift start time. This is going to be a time field, and it's going to be called shift start time. and it's going to be a time field. So we want to see, take a look in our record. Maybe we have a list, a report of like, all the start times for the different people, so we know who's supposed to be in at that, specific time or whatever. This is going to be very not involved. We're just kind of putting in a bunch of fields so you can get the idea of what we're trying to do here. So I'm going to save that. And now the next one is going to be a URL field. So it's nice that we can create URL fields because we'd like to be able to open up a website or whatever. And so this one is going to be for our LinkedIn, so we can see the person's LinkedIn profile. And we're just going to pick URL from the list. And obviously we don't need a default value there, but for here, this is something that I think I want to put in a little bigger, because you could pick the URL. I think in LinkedIn can sometimes be pretty long, so I'm actually going to bump this up to 150. I'm going to hit save and close, and that pretty much is it for the custom fields. I'm just going to do another quick custom field because we need it for one of our next lessons here. So that's going to be insurance number. So remember, we're going to have a driver as a different employee type. That's going to be a text, and then I'm just going to bump this one up to 75 also. And there you have it. That's the rest of the basic custom field types that we have in Workbook CRM. There's also dynamic linked items, dynamic pick list, and an iframe, which we haven't actually gone over, but we'll have a special lesson just for that one. Again, if you need some help configuring your CRM, just feel free to reach out to us at www.lucidswitch.com. Thank you.